Hey, what's going on again, everybody? Mr. JK here, and we are back with another Shaman King 100 video, and this is coming out hopefully today. This is another the Beetleborg villain who should have stayed in Forever Red. This is by Shaman King 100. As always, the link to the video will be down in the description box below. So, without further ado, let's get into the video in 3, 2, 1. Take it away.
Today it is time to give the Beetleborgs the Shaman King treatment. But today we will be covering one of their greatest villains, known as Shadowborg. So this episode starts off with the monsters freaking out because there's a new kid outside.
It's funny because we're in the month of October.
To their haunted mansion. His name is Josh, and the trio go out to meet him, pretty much try to gaslight him like, hey, there's no monsters to see here. Skedaddle! And tell him, hey, since you're new to town, come meet us at the comic book shop to hang. So he decides to take them up on his offer, and Andrew regrets this immediately. As soon as he's in the vicinity, he starts flirting with his chick. I can't lie, Josh was smooth. He's like, I like Beetleborg.
Yeah. I'm just kidding.
And start and she's like, Beetleborg's my favorite shit. I can't even lie. Oh, and Andrew pissed. He like, bitch, I am a Beetleborg. But while the kids are going to do their own thing, the villains are having their own dastardly plan. As earlier, they stole a piece off of Andrew's Beetleborg armor so they can make their own Beetleborg killing machine. And using the best money that the 90s had to offer,
yeah, that makes sense.
create a villain known as Shadowborg. Oh, if man look familiar, it's because my boy got credentials. This is the same guy that led the fight against the Red Rangers in the Forever Red special, which in layman's terms means he's finna be a problem for the Beetleborg. Because only mere moments after Andrew getting his suit fixed, Shadowborg pulls up ready for the Mexican standoff. Boy, he done had the hands ready. They was itching for some blasting. Oh, dude, no.
The fucking gun is sick, bro.
Andrew slow a snail pace. He didn't stand a chance. He said, F it, we ball. So I had a busting out the combo moves on him. And bro, you know the butt whooping is different when you get hit and it say blammo over you.
No.
Oh no, bro.
Oh no. He did him so fucking hard. It's going back to comics.
Well, duh.
If I'm getting my butt whooped so bad that the screen say blammo over me, I'm moving to a new state. I'm changing my life. It's over for me here. Luckily for Andrew that his friends did come up in the nick of time to Borg out on man, but they did not fare much better. Andrew knew what he had to do. He had to save his team, and ouch. Now when bro can hit the comic effect out of you, it is bad. No. The production department is against you, Drew. Run. Nah, bro, that's like if one of my editors comment down in my video and was like, dang, 200K fell off. Like, my man, we on the same team. Oh, and if things were bad enough, this man hit the Shang Tsung and sucked their powers away.
Oh,
for the rest of the movie, they're not even
that's even worse.
So that's how you're gonna play it. You gonna do this? Okay, fine. That's all I needed. That's all I needed for him to do that. And it became personal with me.
Beetleborgs, they're just kids. Oh, and our trio is distraught after this. They don't know what they're supposed to do. How could things get much worse? Oh, no. The new kid done rizzed up my man's girl in front of him and even held her hand. This is how villains are made. So yeah, pretty much it's looking all downhill for our heroes right now. But at least a new issue of Beetleborgs came out, so at least they can get that, right? Nope, because Shadowborg decides this is the perfect time since there's no more Beetleborgs to start running them up. Oh, and this boy Josh, an opportunist, he done saw Shotty trip over herself and he like, I got you, my lady. Boy, good thing Andrew and the team were too busy trying to fight off Shadowborg as they realized they still cannot transform to Beetleborgs, but at least they do have all their power, which against someone like Shadowborg isn't really much. And to add insult to injury, he done turned them into some popsicles. But our trio, realizing they need to become Beetleborgs again, try to go to Flapper to see if he can give them new power. But since he already gave them the powers of the Beetleborgs that they showed him, he's
so it's like you already made your wish, so
really out of option. So the kids come up with the bright idea of, hey, let's get the original Beetleborg creator and see if he can make us new costume. Luckily for them, I guess this man lives in town. And
wow, really?
Go meet him. And thank God this was a time where all you had to worry about your celebrities being was probably just a little quirky. So when the kids try to convince this man to come to a haunted house with them because they're actually the Beetleborgs, his creations, my man reasonably refuses. So what was the kids' reasonable?
Like, what was the point of telling them that? Because like, of course he's not gonna believe them.
Response back by kidnapping him. Joe literally drag this man miles to this house. But after being
This show was something else. What the heck?
dragged here against his will, chased through a house by monsters, and meets the ghost of Elvis, he decides, hey, maybe I should help these kids. So he gets
When kidnapping actually works.
You serious?
right to work on making a new Beetleborg design for the kids. However, the villains of the show decide to let loose all the monsters they have to run amok, only giving our creator enough time to design one new Beetleborg. And the next catch about all this is that he can't give the power to the 3 kids since they're already Beetleborgs and they need a 4th member. And if you've seen the Power Rangers,
yeah. So we're getting a 6th Ranger appearance.
or any other show, I think you know where this is going. As Joe and Roland
I knew it.
have to convince Drew that Josh, the guy that's been raising up his chick and stealing her away from him, should be the 4th member of the Beetleborg. Oh, and this boy Petty, he was not going for it. He like, there's no way this man can have my chick and become the 4th Beetleborg. There is no way. I'd rather this show be canceled. But with them running out of time and not having many options, they have to go through with Josh. So they end up going to find him and bringing him back to the mansion. And even though hesitant at first, once getting to see the creator, our boy was down for it, becoming the White Blaster Beetleborg. And I ain't gonna lie, the design kind of
that actually looks slick, man. Look at the fit. Oh my god, actually, I have a question. Because I just saw I'm looking at the design here, and no, I don't think no, because I don't know. This is probably in the 90s. Yeah, no. I was like, or it could be the other way around. So for anyone who like aren't getting when I'm like picking up with the design of the suit, I'm wondering, did Kamen Rider 5's borrow from this design specifically? For anyone who doesn't know what I'm talking about, Kamen Rider 5's has almost the same exact suit design, like when it comes to like the lines and shit on like the chest plate and everything. And I'm wondering, did they borrow from, and not Beetleborgs, but whatever show this came from, or that the Beetleborgs is based off of.
Now, boy was really hyped up to be his own JDFer as Shadowboard done showed up to the mansion ready to throw their hands with the first person that come out this thing. Whiteboard then came out like, hey, who's trying to make my day? Or done pulled out the blicky so quick. But
I hear that Yu Yu Hakusho music in the background.
John hopped over him and done one of the most degenerate moves in all of fighting game history, projectile spamming. But these things had no effect, so Whiteborg had to get down and dirty. He came in with a pow, a flip, a skadoosh. Oh, and the villains were loving the violence. They were watching it like a Mike Tyson fight. The two came in, hit each other with a shuffle. Shadowboard turns him around, gives him a good old gut check. Boy started fighting over
dead.
for offense, but Whiteboard being so new to this, he was getting overwhelmed and got turned into the stoop kid. And even though Shadowboard could have ended them all right here, decides, nah, I'm gonna leave. Now the whole team is discouraged as the kids still don't have their Beetleborg powers, and Josh is really beating himself on letting everyone down. And Josh feeling like he let everyone down, even though this was his first outing, really starts to beat himself up more and more. And Flabber tries to cheer him up, but in Flabber fashion, kind of just makes everything worse. But when the minions come in and gloat to the kids on how they're gonna sick all the monsters onto their house, and they fed Shadowborg with every Beetleborg comment so he knows their every move, our kids realize they're F and have to hurry back to the mansion and tell Flabber and the gang these guys plan. And Josh, for some reason, thinks this is a perfect time for him to turn in his morpher. I'm sorry guys, this thing's kind of getting a little weird for me. Dang Josh, I know you just hear the minions say there's an army approaching us, and you just leaving us here to die. That's crazy. So the kids being in a worse position than they were earlier, having no Beetleborg powers and losing their fourth Beetleborg member, decide that the only option they got is to hit up the creator again, which works out good as he makes a weapon that's not in any of the Beetleborg comics, so there's nothing for Shadowborg or the villains to know what they could do. And the only catch is that it can only be used by the blue Beetleborg, which to me watching this is a bit of a problem since they're still not Beetleborgs, right? Oh, whoa, what the continuity error, when the heck did they get their powers back?
Wait, what? When? How?
Yo, this is not even a bit. I am literally watching this movie while I am recording, and I had to rewind several times just to make sure there was no line of dialogue or action that I missed, because they literally were just complaining 30 seconds ago how they don't have their powers and they lost the fourth Beetleborg, and then they randomly just get their powers back. There is no action in between. The whole premise of the movie of them losing their powers and having to get them back just gets fixed randomly. Oh, I see why this show was canceled. I just had to call that out because I know the
that's horrible.
comments and y'all watching are probably lost, like, yo, when the heck did this happen? And I
when did this happen?
This was an oversight on the production team and not me. That's a crazy plot hole. Ooh, did I scare you?
No,
My bad. Editor Bay Shaman here, rocking my new Don to Don shirt.
Nice.
Hope you like it. But you know, this part was really bothering me because I really did rewatch the movie and the scenes and played bit by bit, and there really
give us
was
some behind the
no
scenes?
part where they actually had got their powers back. But it was bothering me because it felt like just such a huge lap. And you know, that's why I went to the seasons and I felt like, let me rewatch the episodes and see if there's anything that got cut or whatever, because this was on VHS and there's only so much limited footage that they could do. And that's where I found out that if you bought the Shadowborg movie, you will be missing about 1 to 2 episodes of content, which is very important for the continuity of the story. That show the kids getting their powers back and shows the White Beetleborg being there more and kind of showing more why he feels like he's not earning of the title. So that's why it felt so quick of him becoming the Beetleborg, wanting to.
Are you gonna show us these or talk about those episodes?
Leave, how they got their power back randomly. It all makes sense if you watch the episodes of Beetleborgs and not just the Shadowborg movie. But I had to look it up because it was bothering me. But yeah, I hope you enjoy the rest of the video. I'll get this out for y'all by tomorrow. I love y'all. And you know what? While I'm here, go ahead and like and subscribe for you. But with that, let's get back to the video. But after the kids magically get their powers back, they get the new weapon that the creator make and start making quick work of all these monsters, getting in their Beetleborg Zords. And they were doing real good until they realized the one guy that gives them problems is totally unaffected by this gun.
Why?
How? I don't know.
Why?
Shadowborg was showing that he was still a handful for our trio. Luckily for them, while Josh was talking to Shouty, decides he's gonna don the white Beetle suit again and help them out. Oh, and I'm thinking we about to see a Beetleborg jumping, you feel me? I'm over here getting hype. That was until the big bad then told Shadowborg to come back so he could recharge. And I ain't gonna lie, at this point, I'm pissed. Like, bro, I wanna see hands thrown. Come on, y'all are
don't cock block me. Give me the action.
balling me right now. And they decide to give us 30 more minutes of the kids doing shenanigans. I don't give a damn about that. So I'm gonna go all of us a favor and just skip to the final fight. Because if I can't do commentary over a fighting scene in the next 30 seconds, I'm gonna lose it. So all 4 of the Beetleborgs pull up to Shadowborg and the 3 minions and start getting down to business. Shadowborg calls out Drew like, yo, it's about to be mono. A mono boy started fighting through comic book panels. Shadowborg done pulled out the Baraka blade and cut my man straight through his chest. Now, I haven't seen swashbuckling like this since I watched Pirates of the Caribbean. And the other 3 are handling the minions, and for some reason, they're...
By the way, Jack Sparrow versus Will in the blacksmith shop. Chef's kiss, peak scene.
powers just have no effect on these minions that they beat every week. Nah, these boys gotta be juicing. They are not natty. But this is actually where Whiteborg realizes his powers are starting to fade away, as he was made for the sole purpose of defeating Shadowborg, and once he is defeated, he will be gone, which he might not have to worry about since Shadowborg is fleecing my boy up right now. But in the biggest Deus Ex Machina S-pull I have ever seen, while Shadowborg is on top of this man ready to destroy him, he just starts exploding for no reason.
Oh no. Oh no. It was too powerful. He had to get defeated by God.
This was never explained. It just happened. I am sure the original show that Beetleborgs is based on has an actual explanation to this, but in this show, they didn't care to even explain that to the kids. So Drew takes this opportunity to go full Beetle mode and blast this man out of existence. And with him defeated, there was only one villain left to truly destroy, that being the big bad himself. And me being a person who has watched so many Power Rangers and Kamen Rider series now, I'm thinking to myself, oh, maybe they're gonna use that gun they got earlier to blast this man away, just like Power Rangers. Oh, why are they hugging him?
I beg your pardon. I beg your pardon.
Explain.
Oh my God, I just watched 3 kids just kamikaze themselves. What the fuck am I watching right now? But thank goodness the kids survive and the villain survive, so I guess this scene was actually just pointless. But with that, the Beetleborg saved the day yet again. If you want to hear my commentary on the first 2 episodes of Beetleborg and how big of an acid trip it was, you can click this video right here. Or just in the mood for something else, YouTube thinks you'll like this video from me, so check it out.
Okay. Alrighty. Ladies and gentlemen, that is going to be the end of the video. Thank you all for joining me today. And I'll see you all next time. Peace.